Yes, guys. Right, okay, so I'm going to try something a little bit different today. I call it Sulek style. So what I'm going to do is I struggle with the vlogging camera and then edit it on editing software. With this, I can pretty much just make it like a reel. So it's a nice simple vlog. You can see the training sets properly. And if this is a success today, then I can vlog much more effectively, get it up a lot quicker, not get stressed out. I just need to know if the microphones are working. I don't know if they are. One of them's a receiver and one of them's a transmitter. And although it says transmitter and receiver on it, I don't know which one's which, but we'll see. So I'm on 3 days of no carbs. I've lost 18 pounds in the last 2 days, and they had a sickness bug yesterday. So today is testing me. I am so flat, and I'm actually not 100% right yet. Like when I drink any food or eat anything, my stomach is like going crazy. It doesn't feel great. My appetite is 0, which is a good thing when you're doing no carbs. But I do feel a little bit shitty. However, 90% of winning is turning up. So we're going to turn up. I'm going to give it absolutely everything I've got today, as every day, and we will go from there. So leg day today is my first leg day back in I think about 2 weeks. So volume is just going to be the same. I'm going to take everything to failure. It's going to make me sore as fuck, and we'll see how we get on. Strength wise, just going to roll with it. So first exercise is going to be adductor. I'm going to do 2 sets of adductor of 15 to 20 reps. I'm going to do some warm-ups now, and then we will get increasingly heavier in the warm-ups up until I get close to my working weight, which on this is probably about 95 kilos, so about 3/4 of the stack. And we will see how we get on from there. So next time, what I'm going to do today is I'll just do the working sets. So if you won't see me doing the warm-up sets, I will literally just come in on my main working sets, something that you never really see much, like a full working set from me. So you'll be able to see that today. And hopefully this is a success, and it'll mean that we can carry on in the future with a lot more content, because I do really want to put content out. Just wanted to do it and get the camera guy over, or film it myself and then get stressed with editing it is just not the one. So this may be much simpler, fingers crossed. That's it. So it's really important to note as well that although sometimes you may see me, it may look like I'm chucking this a little bit, I'm never actually driving hard and then letting the momentum carry and then squeeze. I'm always dragging and squeezing, so there's never a point where tension is off, it's always on. So you need to be mindful of that it's just not a push and then coming together. It's a drag and a squeeze. So that's something that you might not be able to see from the outside, but something that I'm feeling. So second set, I have just reduced the weight by 1. Come on. So that's 2 sets on there to complete failure. In and out, not a lot, but I'm done. There's no use me drop setting, rest pause setting, going back in. My recovery just wouldn't allow it, especially in a prep setting near the end. Basically, very basic things done well to the best of your ability is all you can do. That intro is not sat on my stomach well. I'm still 100% today from yesterday. So it's a little bit wishy-washy there. The hack spot will be a test if that bobbing motion is going to make some intro come back up, but we'll see. So we're going to do some hamstrings now, or a hamstring curl, depending what hamstring curl is available downstairs. Usually quite busy down there sometimes. So Hopefully the Nautilus one is free because I do really like that one. Same again, basic stuff, but I'll talk about that when I'm down there. And yeah, exercise number 2, lying hamstring curl. Right, so we've got the hamstring curl that I want, or I'd like anyway, Nautilus. It's on a, this is raised up quite high. So what it means is that you can't cheat as much. So when the hamstring curl's a little bit flatter, or puts you in a more steep position from the femur, it's very easy to lift your glutes up really high, or put your lower back into it as well. So this is ideal. One thing you don't want to concentrate on too much is obviously you need to drive your hips into the pad, squeeze your glutes, but don't use that as everything that it takes away from doing the actual effort of the exercise. So we still want to make sure that we're nailing your hamstrings. So if it feels good on hamstrings, roll with it. You know, if you can't feel like hamstrings and you know you're lifting your glutes up, then there's, you know, a few things you probably need to change with that. But you'll notice here with me, my hamstring connection is so good that when I get a little bit tired, I can start to lift my glutes a little bit. I can start to get a little bit, we call it branch walling, where you just give it a little bit of momentum, throw it about a touch. As long as it's done safely, just that effort and intensity will add a little bit more volume to your sessions technically, but also just more intensity, more growth in the building phase, or keeping the tissue in, you know, back end of a prep phase like this. So set number 1, I'm still warming up now, but if you see from the set, it will be short and intense. Again, the rep range on this is like an 8 to a 10. I'd like to hit the upper end of that. I do like to hit a 10 minimum on this, so we'll see what we can get to today before I hit my working set. It might not be the stack today, but it'll be close to it. But all in all, energy's a little bit down, so we just give it the Branch Warren Johnny Jackson treatment today. Come on then. Okay, easy work. Come on, Tree. Okay, so the machine was sticking on a couple of plates up, which made it feel heavier. That was okay. We're getting short sets, sweet sets. There's no messing. Get in, get the stimulus, get out. On some things you're going to have to spend a little bit longer in the set. For me, chest, I couldn't do that with 6 to 8 reps. I wouldn't get the connection. So I'll maybe hit 10 to 12, 10 to 14 reps on the chest to get that same sort of stimulus there. But on my legs, it's so instant as a connection, I can do it shorter and in less time, which means obviously just as intense, but less time in the set. I'm not fatiguing as much. And again, technically, actually, but volume is still the same. It's just more efficient inside that. So I'll do a little bit of a back off set now. 12 to 14, 12 to 15. Come on then. Easy work. Perfect. So this set has always been 4 plates since I come down from 5, probably about 8 weeks out. But then I've just warmed up with 3 there. I hit 5 reps and I was like, oh, fuck. So there's no way 4 is on the agenda today. I'm just going to take 3 as far as I can, which actually, by feeling that warm-up set there, is probably in around 10 anyway. So I don't have a spotter today. One of my clients did ask me, like, what do you do if you don't have a spotter and you're supposed to go to failure? If you don't have stoppers on the machine like this, where you know you can get out, it's just that risk assessment on that last rep or so. If you think you can get it, go for it. If not, you're probably better off racking, but you're going to be close enough to failure anyway. That extra 1 rep, sometimes if it's a forced rep, might be too much. Especially at this time in prep, you don't want no forced reps. You can maybe go for a 50-50 rep, which I do on, say, like hamstring curls, but on here, just a rep shy of true failure, or actually 1 assisted, is going to be good enough for me today. Like I say, it's the first time I've trained legs in 2 weeks, so regardless, I'll be sore and inflamed. So I've taken my time with this as well, because I said I do feel sick still from yesterday, and that hyperventilation, like if you're in off season, you're out of shape and you're really breathing heavy, you know that's when you feel really sick. So I've really tried to keep my breathing nice and steady, which we are now. This set will obviously take that heart rate through the roof, but at least it's not going to be like that for every warm-up set. I just took my time for the heart rate to come down. So working set 1 and only set on hack squat. We're looking at 10 nice reps, I'm happy here. Anything else is a bonus. Okay. Easy work. Nice and light. Big reps. All quad. All quad. Tension through the quad. Let's go. Come on, Jimmy. Come on. Welcome. Come on then. There's one there. Perfect. Felt pretty good. Tension was on it all the way. Perfect amount of reps. A couple of pauses near the end, which are fine. For the main set, the tension was there all the way through. Sometimes it does pay dividends just to keep going and not pause at the top. But for me there was 2 extra reps to get. If I had a spot, I would have just gone straight back in and then failed. Oh, my ears have popped. Right, that's that. Right, so being the technophobe, amazing videographer that I am, I didn't press record on the leg press, but 1 set of 20 reps, 5 seconds down, 5 seconds up. Not heavy, just constant tension. So leg extension now, same sort of thing, just finishing the quads off. I'm going to try and put myself into a lengthened position, so my hips not going to be back, my hips are going to be forward, so I'm almost dragging from here. So as I come down, I'm almost lifting my hips into it to get that stretch. As far back as I'll go. But that's better. So I'm leaning in, squeezing.
15 reps. Just dragging and squeezing. Just making it as hard as possible here. So if I get 6 reps, but I make it as hard as possible, tension stays on all the time, it's a win. But we're literally just finishing the quads off now. Nothing massive. Well, it is massive. I'm trying to make it as hard as possible. But I don't want to speak too soon. But I've not vomited in this session is a miracle. But like I said, if I can get through this exercise, I'm sound. Hamstrings are alright. Okay. And I want to show this because this is the reality of 3 weeks out. Like, it's not glamorous. This is a little bit more extreme because I've probably done 1,000 calories a day over the last 3 days. Just from being on no carbs and then being ill on Monday night, so I didn't finish my last meal. Being ill yesterday, so I only ate 3 meals. Not feeling great today. Had 2 meals of about 300 calories each. So my energy is empty, zero. But everything starts in the mind. Everything starts in the mind, and I tell myself I feel good, I tell myself I feel energetic, and that this is easy. If I believe it, it is. But I also need to portray to you guys actually the reality without letting myself know that. If that makes sense. Okay then. Come on then, big dogs. Oh, come on then, you fucker. Right, okay, so single leg hamstring curl, which is nice because there's no bobbing and weaving and chucking, dragging and squeezing here, so it doesn't make me feel as sick, if you like. But treating this just like a bicep curl really, just dragging, trying not to chuck, making sure you're going into the lengthened, you've got tension on in the lengthened, and then from there slowly out, so slow out and drag. You don't want to be quick out of here. Everything has to feel slow, especially with this. Obviously when you get into the set and you're near the end, there can be a few more reps with momentum, which I'm a big believer in. But for the most part, control dragging and squeezing and just tension on hamstrings. So I'll show you now. So I'm making sure I'm in the length in there. And I'm not pushing it out, I'm just dragging. Dragging, squeeze. Then it goes to the lengthened. Slow out, squeeze. One more. Oh, that was a toughie. That was a tough session, people. I'm not going to lie. It was the hardest one I've had by a stretch. I've got my little gasp pants on. I don't have a discount code yet, but let's see what we got. So yeah, like I said at the beginning of the session, I don't know if I recorded that bit, but when my veins are thin like this, it's because I'm super flat. Let's try and get a good angle here. So bit of glute action. So, you could let me know if you enjoyed this or not. If this was decent and you want to see more of these, obviously it will get a little bit better as I get better at doing this. But if that's something you want to see, please comment. Say what you thought, where I could improve. I'll do full days of eating like this, etc. Camera skills will get better, I promise. But yeah, this is where we're at. Peace out, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. And hopefully we'll see you doing this next time.